Welcome, foolish mortals. Welcome, Jax Maniacs, to Spooky Trivia Night. Yes, we are finally in September. It is our spooky season. I hope you guys are excited because tonight we're not just a regular trivia night where I'm bringing a bunch of YouTubers, but it is a giveaway night. Yes, because we recently hit 400 subscribers. We're doing a giveaway. For those of you who are wondering and don't follow me on Facebook, you should, by the way, Chris from Orlando CNN. This is what we are giving away tonight. This wonderful Hitchhiking Ghost Phineas popcorn bucket. Yes, it's a popcorn bucket. It lights up, make sure it's on. And it sings the song. So that is what you're playing for tonight. But also tonight, you are playing for... There's something else in here. That is a surprise for whoever wins tonight. A little trick to go with your treat there. So, let's see who we got in the game already. We have Matt from Teacup1. Hi, thanks for helping me set all this up. I did steal the whole Kahoot thing from him. And we also have TG, and we have Sky Bats with a very spooky number there at the end. So, let me go ahead and pull up the screen here for Kahoot so you can see the code that you'll need in order to join in the game. There we go. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to kahoot.it and you are going to enter in. Oh, we're going into an infinite loop. I don't know how to stop that. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that infinite loop there. I do not want that. Pause video lobby. Maybe that's it. Oh, don't want that. Hang on, some technical difficulties here. I do not want... I just want the questions, which might come up. So... Our code for this game is 4438214. That will get you into the game. And now you might notice up here at the top of my background, I have a whole bunch of spooky people on the cast. I have the Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skeleton. Got a couple Haunted Mansion things. You might also notice I have my Haunted Mansion Tiki mug here that I'm not drinking out of tonight because... I also have to represent the other park with HHN. I, of course, have this year's Blinky Cup 30th anniversary. Ooh, all the blinks. And that is also the shirt I am wearing, sweating through tonight, with all the icons on it. Jack, Storyteller, Director, Usher, you know, the lads. So... I still do not know how to just get my trivia onto the thing. Pause video lobby. Is that it? That looks like it might be it. Okay. Cool. So, yes, it glows. It glows. It blinks. We are going to give a couple minutes here for people to get in and join this. Join the Kahoot. Once again, you go to Kahoot. Go to Kahoot.it, enter in the pin 4438214. I will post that in the chat. So y'all can head over and join in. For some reason, it's just playing my video on there rather than just a static image. And I don't know how to fix that. So, yeah, go to Kahoot, enter in that code, and you will be entered into play tonight's trivia. So, how's everyone doing so far? We are in spooky season. Is everyone getting ready for Halloween? That's my question to you. I am still playing with Kahoot. This is my first time using Kahoot, so there will definitely be some technical difficulties there. So apologies in advance. It's Florida, so still 100 degrees out. All right, so let's see. We got a couple people in. We got Prism Phoenix, Sky Babat, TG, Teacup 41. I'm ready for Halloween all year round. This is one of the others catch up. Very true there, Matt. Very true. Hello, Amy. Boo to you as well. Welcome in. Make sure you go to kahoot.it, enter in the code that's been shared in the chat, and so you can join in when we start. I am excited to perform on Halloween with the Rich Weirdos. Make sure you put in the extra E there, Skylar. But yes, the Rich Weirdos are coming back. I am auditioning as well. Danica is here. Hi, Danica. It's okay, you're running late. We have not started yet. I will post one more time in the chat the code, or the code for the room so you can join. Make sure you head over to kahoot.it, enter in that code, and that will get you in on the game. I unfortunately do not have any Rocky Horror questions in this trivia because there was a Rocky Horror tribute show at Halloween Horror Nights for very many years, but notably it was stupid because they did not allow callbacks, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, still super salty about that. We make fun of it all the time at the Rich Weirdos. So let's see. All right, we got Danica in. Anyone else going to join in? Make sure you head to kahoot.it. It's still frozen on my stupid face for some reason. I don't know how to get it to just change the thumbnail or whatever. Again, this is my first time using Kahoot, so apologies for any technical difficulties we might have with Kahoot. Oh, you know what might work? Let me do this. Boom. And there we go. Now you can see the link you follow and the code. You gotta put it in. It's not frozen on my end. Oh, well, that's good. It was just like when I put it up on the when I shared the screen earlier, it went into like an infinite loop. So that was not good. I'm sure it might be fine once I actually start the quiz. Hopefully. Please. All right, give you about 2 more minutes to join in. We got a couple more people who are watching but have not joined us over at Kahoot. I highly encourage you because tonight we are playing for this Haunted Mansion popcorn bucket with my favorite hitchhiking ghost, Phineas. It does light up, it does sing. I admit the battery is a little low because, it was on sale. People are playing with it all the time. But yes, not only do you get the popcorn bucket, you get the secret little thing I've stashed in there. Secret just for the winner here tonight. What with the Fox accusation of Rocky Horror Picture Show now counts as Disney, you have no excuses. I could talk about Rocky Horror one day. That'd be fun. I'm missing one, and he's not it. Yeah, I'm missing one, and he's not it. Well, you can sell it on eBay for an unreasonable amount of money. We have seen that many times on these streams. All right, so we got a couple people here. About 10 minutes in. If more people do show up, there will be a little bit of a catch-up thing near the end. So we're just going to go ahead and start. I will pull up the screen again. Hopefully, It won't go into an infinite loop. Yep, there's my stupid face I just kind of started. So we're about to start. Here we go. Spooky trivia. Okay, it's just that. Our first question. Which of the following is not the name of one of the hitchhiking ghosts? Is it Horace, Phineas, Gus, Ezra? It's very simple. You will tap the color of the answer. And remember, this is not the name of one of the hitchhiking ghosts. I have already said one of the names on here, so sorry if you missed that. It is on a 1-minute timer. This is to account for the delay between when I'm saying these words and when you hear these words. All right, most of us got that. It is indeed Horace. Is not one of the hitchhiking ghosts. The hitchhiking ghosts are Phineas. Phineas is this guy. Ezra is the tall, skeletal-looking one, and Gus is the short, bearded one. As a note, also with Kahoot, the faster that you answer, the more points you get. But of course, if you get it wrong, you won't get any points. So take a second. Getting some points is better than nothing. And yes, this was an easy one to start with. They will get harder. I'm going to turn up Kahoot just a little bit because it will be important to have sound a little bit later. A little tease. Next question. Who was Halloween Horror Nights' first original icon? Was it the director, Jack the Clown, the caretaker, or the storyteller? The first icon of Halloween Horror Nights was actually the Crypt Keeper from Tales of the Crypt. Ah, yes, a much quicker one on that one. Most people got it. Yes, it is ya boy, Jack the Clown. This guy right here. All of Jack's Maniacs coming out to play this year for the 30th anniversary. Yeah, Matt, I figure you might have some difficulties with these Halloween Horror Night ones. But Prism Phoenix jumping up to the lead. I'm savoring this moment since I will lose my head when we get to the HHN question. Yeah, question 2. Gotta get it out of the way early. Next question. Which Spider-Man actress starred in the Tower of Terror movie? Is it Emma Stone, Zendaya, Kristen Dunst, or Marissa Tomei? Yeah, still not on Disney Plus, this movie, which is a grand shame, and I don't know why. Actually, yes, most of you got it. Is Kristen Dunst, a very young Kristen Dunst before she really made it big. But yes, TG is on a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. Well done, TG. Just gotta be a little bit faster on those options to get the most points so you can catch up with Prism Phoenix. All right, next. What is the name of the Haunted Mansion's bride final husband? Is it George Hightower, Harrison Hightower III, John Hightower, or Paul Hightower? And yes, these names were chosen for a reason, and that's because I am a giant music nerd. But Richard Hightower just sounds like a wrong kind of name. Oh, we got a stumper up here. We got a split right down the middle. Is George Hightower. Harrison Hightower III is the main character of Tokyo Disney's Tower of Terror. As a reminder, for those of you who are watching and who have not joined in yet, we are not too far in this game. You are still perfectly able to catch up if you join in at kahoot.it and enter in that code at the bottom of the screen to join in. Let's see what that does to the rankings. And Teacup for 1 is back up in first place. Yes, Mr. C himself. Well done there. Our next question number 5. Which comedy movie had a regular show at HHN every year until 2017? Was it Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Wayne's World, Beetlejuice, or Back to the Future? R.I.P. this show. I was at the very last show and went on. Oh, yes, most of us got it. It is, of course, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Good guess, the person who guessed Beetlejuice. I can see why you might think that. He did have his own show at Universal for many years, but that was closed down, unfortunately, to make room for Fast and the Furious. Something no one wanted. And yep, there's a HHN question. Dropping Matt back down. Sorry, Matt. All right, question number 6. What year does the story of the Tower of Terror take place? 1936, 1937, 1938, or 1939? So definitely sometime in the 30s. We know this much. From the golden age of Hollywood. I am not ashamed to admit I am absolutely terrified of the Tower of Terror. I have never been on that ride. Ooh, a very split field here. Yes, this one was intentionally very tricky. It is 1939 is our cursed year. Let's see what that does to the ranking. All right, Prism Phoenix still on top. Teacup, you're at number 2. Well done. Question number 7. Which Disneyland ride had a Halloween layover with the subtitle Ghost Galaxy? Is it Star Tours, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Space Mountain, or the Astro Orbiter? Yes, one of these is a joke answer. You could probably guess which one. Yes, most of you got that. It was Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy, in which this giant galaxy came to life and attacked you, and I really wish I could ride it. Sad times. All right, Prism Phoenix is on a highest answer streak of 3, and that is why they are at the top. Well done. Question number 8. What is the name of the theater where the usher works? Is it Universal Palace Theater, Universal Picture Theater, Universal Globe Theater, or just the Universal Theater? The usher is my favorite HHN icon. Very much so. I was super happy to see him in the Icon's house this year. So where does he work? Yes, most of us got that. Is the Universal Palace Theater. Very well done. I love all the deep lore that is involved with all the icons. It is just so well written and so well put together. Like seriously, you can get lost for hours in the story these icons tell. Matt, you got that one right. Very well done. And Prism Phoenix has a streak of 4 correct answers in a row. She is on fire! Question number 9. What is Eddie Murphy's character's name in the Haunted Mansion movie? Is it James Early, Furnace Brown, Henry Church, or Jim Evers? Yes, I am asking a question about the movie, and yes, I am sorry. Here's a little hint for you. All these names are characters that Eddie Murphy has played in the past. Wow, everyone got that one. Very well done. Jim Evers will make sure you find your best home forever and ever, or whatever his phrase was. We just watched a Haunted Mansion today. Look at you getting ready. Well played. All right, before we move on to the next question, question number 10, this question is going to be different from the others. This is going to be an audio question, so fingers crossed that'll actually work. Because what is Halloween without the villains? And what good villain doesn't have a great evil laugh? So, what this question is going to be, and what all the other increments of 10 questions are going to be, is I'm going to play a clip of villain's evil laugh, and you have to guess what it is. So I'm going to play a clip. It is helpful if you have not muted me. If you have muted me, I am very offended. How dare you? But it also might help if you have the audio on your device that you are playing. All right, here we go. But first, let's see what it does to the score. All right, Prism Phoenix still on top. TG, 3 in a row, is back in the game. Let's move on to Guess the Evil Laugh. Yeah, everyone got that. It is our sea witch herself, Ursula. She has a very distinct laugh, so wanted to start off a little bit easy. Pray that the audio actually worked, but very well done, everyone. All right, Prison Phoenix has 6 correct answers in a row. Well done. Ranking staying the same. Moving on to question number 11. What is the name of the bride in the Haunted Mansion? Is it Elsa, Constance, Melanie, or Sally? Might be the last really easy one, if you know your Haunted Mansion lore. Didn't work on my end. Oh, I'm sorry, Skylar. That's weird. Just make sure you have your audio on whatever device you are playing on, whether it's your phone or your laptop. But yes, everyone, guy right is Constance Hatchaway. Very well done. But now, once our scores adjust, I'm going to throw you for a loop here. What is the name of the bride in Phantom Manor? Is it Elsa, Constance, Melanie, or Sally? Yeah, Haunted Mansion was easy. Let's see what you know about Phantom Manor. I would love to go on Phantom Manor. The music there is phenomenal. This one not everyone got, but yes, it is Melanie. Shout out to those who just thought, Control C, Control V, it'll be fine. But well done there. Let's see what that does to the scores. Everyone's staying put. TG has the highest answer streak of 6. Well played. Did I put Phantom Manor or Mansion? I might have accidentally mistyped. I did these at 11 o'clock last night. So, apologies. What is the name of the town that is home to Phantom Manor? Now we're going to the deep stuff. Is it Old Thunder Mesa, Devil's Thumb, Ravenswood Bluff, Deadwood Flats? Some spooky names here for an equally spooky attraction. Oh, we are split right down the middle on this one. It is Old Thunder Mesa, named after Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is in the same land that Phantom Manor is in at Disneyland Paris, which is named after the Thunderbird. Ravenswood Bluff is the setting of a game called Blood on the Clock Tower that I am really desperate to play, but no one wants to play with me. Sad times for Chris. But let's see what that does. All right. Those 3 at the top, they are holding strong. TG has the highest answer streak of 7. Well done. You 3 at the top, you're doing really well, but don't get cocky. We have some catch up to do later in the stream. Our next question number 14. What is the name of the totem that was stolen by Harrison Hightower III? Is it Shiriki Utundu, Eshu, Yoruba, or Amalasi? Oh, wow! Got those answers in almost before I was able to even finish reading out the answers. Well done. It is Shiriki Utundu. Trickster God. Do not look in his eyes. Do not leave him near fire. Just leave him with the natives. It'll be fine. All right. Again, those 3 at the top holding strong. TG has a streak with 8 correct answers in a row. Well done, TG. I am afraid of Tower of Terror rides, but I would love to just kind of go through the Tower of Terror at Tokyo Disney Sea and then just take the chicken exit. It's like, I'm good. I just wanted to see all this. Question number 15. Which icon is Fear's Herald of Sacrifice? The Caretaker, Jack the Clown, director or the usher? This is from HHN 20. When Fear was revealed, it was revealed that all the previous icons were kind of like his horsemen of the apocalypse, and this icon was the Herald of Sacrifice. Other heralds included Chaos, Death, Legend, and Vengeance. We're going into some of the deep, deep lore now. This is stumping someone. Oh, no one got this one right. Our first across the board stumper. It is the director, which I don't understand what he's sacrificing. He's the one killing other people. Most people thought the caretaker. He is the herald of death. Jack the Clown is the herald of chaos, and the usher is vengeance. So no points there, except for me on my high horse, feeling high and mighty for stumping you all. All right, this is a true or false question. Jack the Clown is the only icon to appear at HHN Orlando, Hollywood, and Singapore. Yes, it's not just Orlando that has Halloween Horror Nights. Although Hollywood disappeared for a few years, and Singapore is still relatively young. I don't know how young it is. But is Jack the only icon to have appeared at all three events? Ooh. Yes, it is false. The other icon to appear at all three events is the director, because movies, and Universal is a movie studio. All right, well done, Teacup for one. Moving up to second place, taking over TG's spot. Still anyone's game, but Prism Phoenix has a pretty good lead. Let's see if we can knock them down with another true or false. One, the singing bust is based on Walt Disney, specifically the appearance. Specifically, the one who's lost their head. That's the one that is maybe based on Walt Disney. Ooh, split down the middle again. The answer is false. You have probably heard this rumor around and around, but in reality, the bust is modeled after Thor's Ravencroft. The guy answered wrong by accident. Sure you did, Danica. What are these icons of which you speak? The icons are sort of the mascots of the event. It's all these guys on my shirt. You got Jack Clown, Caretaker, Usher, all of that. And like I was saying about the bus, is modeled after Thurles Ravenscroft, who's most well known for being that deep baritone you hear in Grim Green Ghost, but also having sung You're Me One Mr. Grinch and being the voice of Tony the Tiger. That is who the bus is modeled on because, well, he's the one that voices it. Let's see what that does to our rankings. Oh, we have knocked Prism Phoenix off the top spot. Teacup is number 1. TG is back at number 2. But they're only like 100 points away from each other. Still very close there at the top. Number 18. Which director's spirit is said to haunt Shrek 4D? Is it Stanley Kubrick, Orson Welles, Alfred Hitchcock, or John Huston? Man, imagine spending your eternal afterlife at Shrek 4D. That must be sad. I would much rather have my ghost haunt the mummy or something. Yes, but the answer is Alfred Hitchcock. The reason this legend is said to be is because Shrek 4D replaced an Alfred Hitchcock show at Universal, and apparently Hitchcock's spirit was super mad about that. So he now supposedly haunts Shrek 4D. All right, Teacup for 1 is back with an extra streak of 3, but was a bit slow on the answer, I guess, because they dropped down to 3. I must say goodnight to this director before closing Shrek 4D every night. So he's your version of George. Tiffany, I did not know you worked at Shrek 4D. That's really cool. It was nice while it lasted. Well, you still got the streak. You still got that going for you. All right. Question number 19. What year did the Storyteller make her first appearance? 2004, 2005, 2006, or 2007? The Storyteller, or as I affectionately nickname her, Murder Granny. She is back at this year's HHN in the Icons House, of course, and they did something with her that I thought was super cool. No spoilers for that house if you plan on going through it, but definitely keep your eye open in the Storyteller's room when you go through because it's super cool. All right, another split decision there. It is 2005 HHN 15 is where she made her first appearance. There you go. Teacup back on top. It was nice while it lasted, and it's lasting again. All right, this is another Guess the Evil Laugh one, so make sure you got your audio on. Does play a couple times. Everyone kind of answered immediately with the Ursula one. There we go. Yes, everyone got in at the end. It is indeed Jafar, who I don't know if he has the best evil laugh, but he's definitely in like the top 3. That might be a hot take. I don't know. Who do you think has the best evil laugh? Yes, everyone got that. So everyone got points. That's all. It's nice when everyone gets points. Teacup 41 is on a 5 correct answer streak. All right. Which of the following slashers did not appear at HHN 17? Was it Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, or Michael Myers? HHN 17 was one of the first years where they kind of pushed like, hey, we have IPs on our houses this year, and we got 3 of the biggest names in horrors for these houses. But one of these guys didn't make the cut. Oh, most of you said Leatherface. He's there this year, so yeah, he was there. So was Freddy Krueger. So was Jason. Michael Myers, however, did not get the invite. The last member of that Mount Rushmore, which I guess would make him the Theodore Roosevelt of that particular Mount Rushmore. I don't know. All right, Prison Phoenix back on top where they have spent most of this game. Yes. Question number 22. Which stretching room portrait do you stand under to quickly get to the loading area? Is it the Tightrope Girl, the Quicksand Trio, Underwear TNT Guy, or Constance Hatchaway, but alive? Mentally, I don't know the real names of these guys. I'm pretty sure they do have canonical names, but I want some funny answers. Yes, you can always tell who's the veteran of the Disney parks by who stands where. But yes, it is the Tightrope Girl. This is true for both of the stretching rooms. Yes, there's 2 stretching rooms, if you did not notice that. Underwear Guy is apparently Alexander Nitrokov. Okay, to know. Yeah, him and the Tightrope Girl were the typical Haunted Mansion costume, couples costumes I saw at Not So Scary. Because anyone dressing up the bride as a couple's costume, you should run, really. All right, TG moving up. Very good. Prison Phoenix is back with an answer streak of 3. All right, another true or false question. The Phantom of Phantom Manor is voiced by Vincent Price. Most well known for being a horror icon of the early days of horror, as well as being the voice of Ratigan in The Great Mouse Detective, and being the evil and doing the narrator voice during Michael Jackson's Thriller. But was he also the voice of Phantom Manor? Yes, he was. This was wasn't always case, I might be wrong in this. Shocker, I know. But I think for a while, it had like a French narrator, and he was the laugh of the Phantom. But it was only when they recently refurbed it that they actually put his recording in for the narration. All right, everyone hanging strong there as we move on to question number 24. Which of the following characters do not appear in the Boo to You parade? Is it Hades, Wreck-It Ralph, Bowler Hat Guy, or Clara Cluck? This is the based on the 2019 Boo to You, obviously, since that was the most recent one. Poor Clara. Yes, it's Hades! I mean, of Pain and Panic's there, but not Hades. I do not know why that is. Pain and Panic are in a cage, but Hades didn't want to come, I guess. I don't know why. I always did find it weird that Bowler Hat Guy is there. Like, no offense to Meet the Robinsons, it's fine, but it's like, okay, sure. All right, TG's back with an answer streak of 3. Well done, TG. So we move on to question number 25. How tall is the Tower of Terror? Is it 100 feet, 156 feet, 169 feet, or 199 feet? This is the building itself, not the drop, because I'm sure those are two very different answers. But yes, it is 199 feet, for many years being the tallest building at the Disney parks, because, well, if they go up any higher, they have to put this blinking light on top of it for airplanes, and they were like, that kind of ruins the ambiance, so we'll just put it at 199 feet, and then years later, they built Everest and made it 199 and a half feet. What's Bowler Hat Guy? Yeah, Meet the Robinsons. All right. Let's see what that did to our scores. Prism Phoenix has the highest answer streak of 6 in a row. Well done, Prism. So we move on to question number 26. Which Nightmare Before Christmas character wasn't in the mansion before 2016? Technically 2013. I'll explain in a second. Is it Oogie Boogie, Zero, Dr. Finkelstein, or Sally? Of course, representing Jack has been there since day one, because how can you do a Nightmare Before Christmas thing without Jack? But how can you do it without any of these characters? Oh, everyone missed the mark on that one. It is Sally, actually. Yeah, before 2013, she was not there. In 2013, they replaced Little Leota with her, which is why I'm saying technically 2013, but it was only in 2016 when they put an animatronic, a Sally, into the graveyard, longingly staring at Jack. She's great. She doesn't say a single word. How'd you wait that long to put her in? It was 16 years there, Dizzy. But everyone, we got another stumper there. So we move on to another true or false question. Harrison Hightower III is based on Imagineer Joe Rohde. Spoiler alert, if you are looking for an earring on a picture of Harrison Hightower III, you will not find it. That might be an artistic choice because it wouldn't fit with the character. Yes, it is very much true. I actually found that out while doing research for my C videos, which if you haven't seen, go check them out. I think they're some of my best videos. So definitely make sure you check those out. But yes, Harrison Hightower is based on Joe Rohde, and Joe Rohde actually played the character in some live action commercials for Tokyo Disney. So that's really cool. All right, everyone's staying still. So we move on to question number 28. Which town is home to a large amount of attractions in HHN's history? Is it Naperville, Illinois, Cary, Ohio, Traverse City, Michigan, or Fargo, North Dakota? This was because one day, before I can even get my story in, yes, it is Cary, Ohio. There is a house based on it this year. So, yeah, that was a pretty big hint there for those of you keeping in the loop. Let's see. Scores. Staying right where we are. All right. So we move on to question number 29. The roof of the Haunted Mansion appears to be decorated with chess pieces. What piece isn't represented? Is it the king, the pawn, the knight, or the rook? I will bring up a picture so you can kind of see it once we get our answers in. There is a pun behind this, but yes, very good. It is the knight. There is no knight on the roof of the mansion because it's always night inside. So I will pull up a picture of the mansion here. You won't be able to see my mouse, but you can kind of see like those little curved ones. Those are supposed to be the kings. Further back on the roof is where the rooks. You can't really see in this picture, unfortunately. And like those little spires are supposed to be pawns. That was something I found out from a fellow cast member who made that same stupid joke that I did. Prism Phoenix is back with an answer streak of 3. Well done there. So we move on to our 30th question. This is another Guess the Evil Laugh, so make sure you're ready for this. This one might be a little bit harder. We'll see. So we move on to Guess the Evil Laugh. I will shut up now. All right. Yes, it is indeed Cruella de Vil laughing at Roger's dreams of being a musician. I know the feeling, Roger. I understand your pain. But very well done there, everyone. I thought it would be harder, but everyone got it. Well done. Teacup for one has the highest answer streak of 4. Well done there, buddy. It's still really close up there near the top. Only a couple hundred points between groups there. So let's move on to our next question. All 10 of these questions are going to be worth double points. What is the name of the ghost that haunts Pirates of the Caribbean? Is it John, Paul, George, or Richard? Yes, this is another Beatles thing. I might have a problem. But yes, like I said, all of these final 10 questions are worth double points as long as I set it up correctly. So everyone can still be in it. And yes, it is George. Hi, George. Good morning, George. Please do not break down our ride today, George. But very well done there. Teacup for one. It's on an answer streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Well done there. All right, moving on to our next question. Again, worth double Z points. Which icons appeared in the Arrival show at HHN 16? Was it Jack, Caretaker, Director, Storyteller, Usher, Lady Luck, Jack, and Fear, Chance, Jack, Caretaker, Director, or Jack, Usher, Chance, Storyteller? This was a show in 2016, the Sweet 16 of that year, in which the big horn guy, whose name I'm forgetting, from Legend, played by Tim Curry, brought all these guys back. But yes, Jack, Caretaker, Director, and Storyteller, all the previous icons from the years up to that point. Well done there, most of you people. Yeah, most of this guy, Prince of Phoenix, has a streak with 6 correct answers in a row. More like Scary. I just saw that comment. More like Scary, Ohio. Yeah, that is part of the reason why they chose that name. And that's also the name of the house. Welcome to Scary. So right on the money there, Matt. All right, next question. Who wrote Grinning Ghost? Was it George Bruns, the Sherman Brothers, Xavier Anticchio, Buddy Baker, or Oliver Wallace? Paul J. Smith. Apologies to Xavier Anticchio. Ooh, most of us off the mark too. I do not blame you for picking Sherman Brothers because I would have picked that too, but no, it is actually Xavier Antikio and Buddy Baker. Xavier, I believe, wrote the lyrics, while Buddy Baker wrote the actual music. Tricked you. I tricked you with the Sherman Brothers because they know my people. They know. Oh, no changes there as we move on to question number 34. What episode of The Twilight Zone had footage used in the Tower of Terror pre-show? Was it Nightmare 20,000 Feet, It's a Good Life, To Serve Man, or The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street? Nightmare on 20,000 Feet is... Alright, split the vote there, but it is actually It's a Good Life. The part that they use was a point where at the beginning of the episode where Rod Sterling is introduced in the episode, he says, this, as you might recognize, is a map of the United States. And they reuse some of that footage to, as you might recognize, this is a service elevator, at which point the impersonator they had took over from that. But they did use some of the actual footage of Rod Sterling in the show. Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. It's probably one of the more recognizable Twilight Zone episodes. It's the William Shatner one where he sees the gremlin on the plane and there's something on the wing. You have to believe me. That is my impression of Jim Carrey doing an impression of Will Shatner in that. Let's see how that changes. Top 3, staying strong. 35. Double points. Which holiday isn't featured in HR Blood and Guts Presents Holidays of Horror? Is it Halloween, Independence Day, Arbor Day, or Thanksgiving? Oh, hot take there from Matt, aka the most overrated episode of The Twilight Zone. That's interesting. Matt, do you think that it's only famous because it's Will Shatner? Oh, yes, I was a tricky little boy on this one. Yes. So, yeah, somehow Halloween isn't featured in Holidays of Horror. I double checked. It's not there. The Independence Day one had like a bunch of zombie presidents. Arbor Day had a bunch of killer trees, like it's a messed up version of the Wizard of Oz. And Thanksgiving is called Thanksgiving. But yes, I was a tricky little one there. No points there. So we move on to question number 36. Which magician had their own haunted house at HHN 22? Is it Penn and Teller, Harry Houdini, David Copperfield, or Chris Angel? Spoiler, you would know this if you watched my video from last week. You used to watch all my videos. Send me presents. I'm sending one of you one. Yes, it is Penn and Teller. Nuked Las Vegas was the name of the house. And HHN 22, thank you if you knew that because you watched my video. It's a Good Life is overrated. Nightmare is fine, but the other Shatner Twilight Zone is... you think that It's a Good Life is overrated. Okay. I don't know. I liked it. I like It's a Good Life. I think it's good. But let's move on. Let's see. Our top 3. Oh, Matt, you missed that one too. Shame on you for not missing my video, Matt and Danica. I see your points not moving. Let's move on to question number 37. Which Marvel villain is set to make their theme park debut at Oogie Boogie Bash this year? Is it Thanos, Agatha, Killmonger, or Hela? I saw the announcement for this, and yes, it is Agatha all along. But I really want to go to Oogie Boogie Bash so much because of the Agatha thing. They apparently have the Emma Stone crew that's going to be there, and perhaps most importantly, they're going to have Donald and Goofy in their Kingdom Hearts outfits, and I so want a picture of that because I absolutely love Kingdom Hearts. I want to go to Oogie Boogie Bash. Spoiler, I might be planning thing next year. We'll see what money says. But well done those of you who keep up with your Disney news. All right, we are heading into our home stretch. Prism Phoenix and TG are neck and neck. Teacup not too far behind. We can get some double points there. We head into question number 38. What is the name of the treasure Garrett Reed is trying to get at Hong Kong Disney's Jungle Cruise Halloween layover? Is it the Ruby Trinity, the Sapphire Trinity, the Topaz Trinity, or the Emerald Trinity? And yes, I did pick these names based on the color of the Kahoot answers. Halloween layover. Yes, Jungle Cruise has a Halloween layover. Or it used to a couple years ago. But yes, it is called Jungle Cruise Curse of the Emerald Trinity. That's why I couldn't actually say the name. Matt did a video about this. So did I. But Matt technically did it first. So I guess I ripped him off again. I'm going to watch. Should have already watched. But, better late than never. All right, let's see what that did to our scores. All right, Prism Phoenix still on top. Teacup catching up to TG as we move on to our final regular question. Also worth double points. What species is the alien you encounter an extraterrestrial alien encounter? Is it the Ayucha, the Krobergian, the Xenomorph, or we just never learn? Could be we never learn. There's a lot going on in that show. But yes, we never learn what kind of species it is. We just know that it's hungry, it eats meat, and it has wings. Yes, every time you say that, it's the one joke from my original video that stood the test of time. Just every time, gotta do it. But very well done there. Let's see. Teacup 41 is on answer streak of 3 as we move in to our final evil laugh. I will admit, this one is a little bit quiet and also might throw some people off. It might be the hardest. Let's see. Our final question. Guess the evil laugh. Mwahaha. Play it if you would. People are a bit more skittish getting this in. All right. Bit more of a delay on that one. But yes, it is Clayton. Before he gets a gun pointed at him, that's what that little clicking was there in the background. But yes, it is indeed Clayton, voiced by the great Ryan Blessed. All right, but let's see who our winners are. In third place, 29 out of 30 is Teacup 41. And then second place, 29 also out of 40 is TG. And our winner today with 30 out of 40 correct, it is Prism Phoenix. Congratulations, Prism. You have won this wonderful Haunted Mansion Hitchhiking Ghost popcorn bucket and the mystery thing inside. Make sure you contact me on the Chris from Orlando Facebook page with your information so I can get this to you as soon as I can. But very well done, everyone. Fourth place, we got Danica, I believe. And then fifth, I lost it already. But well done, everyone. Thank you all for playing. This was What's Inside. That is something only Prism Phoenix will know, unless they choose to share it. That's up to them. But thank you all so much for joining me here today. This was because I had just recently hit 400 subscribers. I know to some people that's still kind of small potatoes, but that's 399 more than I was expecting when I first started on this journey. So thank you all very much for joining me for trivia tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because when we hit our next milestone of 500, we'll have another trivia night, another giveaway. But also, just coming up, we have a bunch of Halloween Horror Night stuff. We have a day in the park with Chris coming up soon-ish. Still working out the fine details for that. So make sure you subscribe for all of that. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for your continued support. I'm Chris from Orlando, and oh, I forgot to program in the jump scare. We'll get it next time. Take care, y'all. One love. Don't hurt nobody.